Okay, I will not spoil your time. So I have difficulty in sharing the slide I have. So the Madyan Hydropower project is in that area of the Swat district in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. It is funded by World Bank. 80% of its funding is coming from World Bank, and the implementing agency is the government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa by its agency, Pakhtunkhwa Energy Development Organization. And this project is about 207 megawatt. The idea is that electricity design is that the river Swat in our area beyond Bahrain town, you saw in the video, beyond Bahrain town, in the river is tunnel in on another side into a 12-kilometer tunnel, and then the tunnel goes bypasses the entire Torwali area, and the penstock is and the powerhouse is near Madyan. That's why it was called Madyan Hydropower Project. And we see a number of discrepancies, discriminations, and impacts in this project. That's why we have launched this Daryai Swat Bachao Tehreek against it in order to stop it, or in order to make drastic changes in its current design. And we have been engaging with the World Bank Pakistan office, as well as with the international with the PIDO, the organizing the implementing agency. And for now, what we have seen in the project, that it impacts more than 80,000 people. Majority of these people is the Torwali, the indigenous Torwali community, and it is destined to harm our tourism, our economy, our livelihood, as well as the more than 30 springs on the village site, on the different village site as named in the video. For example, Punkia, Dorolai, Gurnal, Shagai, and Ain. And the entire Torwali community lives in that particular area is impacted by this project, because it on the one hand it destroys the river, on the other hand it destroys the livelihood, the tourism industry of the Torwali people, and as well as the very culture of the Torwali people, because the river Swat is not just a water body, but it is very embedded in the Torwali folklore and their culture. And the Torwali people, they are indigenous in the sense because they are the ancient residents of the Swat Valley and of this particular area. They were colonized in the 15th and 16th century by the Pashtun dominant society, to which PEDO, the implementing agency, belongs exclusively. They are all Pashtuns, and this river has spiritual as well as traditional significance to the Torwali people. And the Torwali people, they have their own traditional and customary laws and forest stewardship and local resource management, and they are discriminated, they are marginalized since centuries in terms of social development, as well as in inclusion, political and other developmental inclusion. So the project, the bank and the implementing agency, PIDO, they have not considered the Torwali people as indigenous. They have not sought free, prior, and informed consent of the Torwali people, and they have further marginalized the Torwali community by misnombering and by misrepresenting their identity, as well as further marginalizing their language and particular folklore as well. Because all the reports, the ESIA and the RAP, they are not translated into local languages, either in Torwali or in Pashto, in other and Gujri. And now we see that the World Bank and the PEDO, they are applying tactics which are putting the Torwali indigenous communities against the Pashtun of the Madyan town, the dominant community of the Madyan town, by triggering rifts between these communities on the particular area. The entire area is a Torwali speaking area, while the name of the river is given, the project is given as Madyan Hydropower Project. So our demands are, we request the World Bank to stop funding this project and halt all activities on this project. And if not, we demand substantial change in the design of the Madyan Hydropower Project, such as decrease in the length of the tunnel, electricity production, and maintain the flow of the river Swat as it is naturally is. And we want the World Bank to explore community-based alternatives such as solar, wind, and micro-hydel that are clean, cost competitive, and aligned with Pakistan energy goals and conservation of its irreplicable natural and cultural heritage. And if not these demands, then we want that the project must be changed as per the demands of the Torwali community by giving the Torwali people the status of as an indigenous people under the 4.10 bank policy, and also conduct a cumulative impact and climate risk assessment of the KHRE. KHRE is the larger parent project under which the Madyan Hydropower project is one of the component. So first demand is to start funding it. Then if not, the second demand only is that substantial change in the design of the Madyan Hydropower project so as to protect the Torwali community, the indigenous Torwali community, their livelihood, their forestry, their culture, their heritage. So these are the demands, and we hope that we will be heard, we will be listened to. Otherwise, I think as the dominant Pashtun community of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa